Hey everybody, okay, this is the Burgman 200 and the Freedom Storm S 300 model. I'm going to put them side by side. I'm going to show you just a couple of the differences, and I'll let you come a little bit closer so you can hear me. This particular chassis, right off the bat, you can see from the side profile, it is taller. The reason that it's taller is because it's on a 15-inch and a 14-inch rear tire. This particular model is on a 13-inch and a 12-inch rear. You typically would find a 12-inch wheel in like a 150cc scooter or something like that, but not for something that I would routinely see used in highway use. So it is a smaller tire. Again, you do have a single disc ABS brake on this one. This model has dual ABS brakes. So you've got a dual disc, again on a 15-inch tire. So that does put the position taller. Both models obviously have a tall windshield. Styling is kind of your personal preference on what you like the look of. I'm going to sit on both models just so you can kind of see the size. Right off the bat though, you can tell just looking at them from the backside that this model is way wider. The seat is massive on this in the rear. This is definitely more sleek. So again, it just kind of depends on how you fit. Got it off the center stand now, so you can see my position. The turning radius is not bad. I mean, the pedal is, or the handlebar is in my knee, so, but it's okay. It's better than some of the models I've seen for sure. You do have an analog cluster on this, and you have a very small display, digital display. So 2 analog with tach and speedo, and then again, about a 1.5 inch, probably wide display. So this model does sit lower to the ground for sure. You can see where my legs are. Riding the scooter, I've still got good leg room. I mean, there's about 3 inches, something like that of leg room. I think the only complaint I would have is I do feel a little bit big. I'm gonna put it on the center stand. I'll get both the legs up just so you can see how I fit. So it's fine, and I could definitely ride it. Like I said, it is on a really tight turn. It is in my knees, but it's better than, like say, the Kemco AK550, which the stock sits even lower. All right, let's take a look at the Storm S. Let's see how we compare. Right off the bat, yeah, so the Storm S has got more leg room. I can get a full hand in there, so I'm going to say about 5 inches. So you've got a little bit more space between the dash. The stock is taller. So the stock is a little bit taller on this. My riding position is higher on this. I'm able to see down into the street. I didn't really compare that because it's clear and this is a tinted, but what I do like about this is the seating position because I am able to see directly in front of the scooter. That's really nice for any kind of road obstacles that might be, especially for highway driving. Let me take a look at this and just compare for the sake of fairness. Okay, so on this model, I'm looking through the visor, which is probably why this one is clear. So at all times, I'm looking through the visor. I'm not over it, I'm unfortunately below it. It's not awful, but if you are doing longer distance drives and you get a lot of bugs and things like that, plus you have your helmet on, you're now having to look through 2 pieces of plastic or glass. This one, yeah, this one, my riding position is over. So I'm never having to look through this at all. I'm always over it, at least at my height. I'm 6 foot tall. So I would say riding position wise, I do like this more. Both models do have rear ABS. This model, obviously you've got an audio package on it, so you have audio, Bluetooth streaming, and this has a really large color LCD screen. So that is nice. Again, you can do your data logging, you can read your parameters and things like that through the screen. So the screen is much larger. I mean, pretty much the size of my hand. It's about a 5-inch screen. And then if you don't mind, just get one video from just directly from the back, just showing the width. This is definitely more narrow for me. We'll look how I fit on each. So here's my riding position on this one. Here is my riding position on this one. So it gives you a little bit of an idea of the difference. One other thing is these shocks are not adjustable that I can tell. It looks to be fixed. This does have gas-filled reservoirs, and the suspension is fully adjustable, so you can lower and raise the height. So from a suspension standpoint, this does have a more upgraded suspension. This is a very plain, economy-based suspension package for a manufacturer. So this does give you some adjustability, and the gas shocks, if you will, do make for a really smooth ride, especially for highway driving, which is what this model is designed for. Obviously you can drive it in town. This model, being on a 13 and a 12-inch tire, is more of a city model. I personally would not want to be going 80 mile an hour on a 12-inch tire, but I think for city use this is probably great, but I definitely think this particular model, you can obviously look at it and tell it's designed for highway use, and if that's what you're going for, this is the way I would go. So anyway, thanks.